the group, bro. Come on.
This is not kerfuffle, first of all. But yeah, I'm recording this for Rob and a couple other people who missed, are gonna miss tonight. But Curtis had some good ideas as far as rough guidelines, so I just want to go over them one more time. Have a general idea of topics to discuss. I have that for tonight. No idea is a bad idea. Build ideas without dismissing other ideas. So we're not going to say no, we don't want to do that unless it's like morally wrong or something. Just take that idea and go with it, or just leave it there. I'll be writing ideas on the board. This is a safe zone for any idea, no matter how crazy or weird it might sound. Have a reliable person take down notes and what is said, and make a video recording of the meeting. Let's see. Start the meeting on time. We failed that one already. Have meetings every other week. I'm not sure if we want to do every other week. I think weekly's too much. Maybe once a month. I guess we can take a vote on that at the end. Let's not use this meeting to complain or yell at each other, but to move forward. The other thing I wanted to do was types of ideas. And I came up with 3 types. Let me know if you guys have any other types. But the first one was large scale. And if you look on those papers, I wrote some of them down. I had abbreviations for them. Large scale is obviously LS. B,
It's like the second part of
Business to business?
BNB, actually. BNB is the abbreviation. That's bread and butter.
Oh, bread and butter.
Yes. So our bare minimum shoots where we're not going to be making our day rates, but it might come every now and then, or we could pay our rent or at least gas. That's B&B. Next one is exposure only. That's to get our names out there, just for promotional purposes. And the last one is just experience. If anybody can think of anything else, let me know. I'll add it. But those are the abbreviations I have next to what we did already. Pete, I think that's done transferring. You just want to show the video?
I used to sell cars, so that's kind of where I formulated the idea while I was working for the dealership. This is actually kind of on my way out. I'm thinking, all right, what can I do to kind of incorporate what I went to school for, my skills to try to, get something going with it. And that's when I kind of told Jason about my idea of like contacting car dealerships and seeing if I could, instead of doing like the typical cookie cutter like photo slideshow videos of their cars, to actually go in and videotape them and do like a really polished presentation. It's kind of like the next step up. Talking to Jason about it, he was like, it's a good idea. Why don't we look into doing this together and try to, hit as many different auto groups, car dealerships as possible to try to get the ball rolling and get us some steady workflow. This is what came out of it through much toil and tribulation, but we managed to pull it off, and this is what we're looking at.
Thanks for your interest in AJ Auto Mall. Whether you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, AJ Auto has the right car for you at the right price for you. Take this 2003 certified pre-owned Lincoln Navigator, sporting a 300 horsepower V8 engine with its 5-star safety rating and manufacturer extended warranty. This vehicle features cruise control, power steering, front and rear climate control, spacious third-row seating, ample cargo room, and a 600-watt 9-speaker sound system. Take a look around our website for more information on this car and others, and come visit us at AJ Auto Mall.
Excellent voice. Love the voice.
Yeah. Now, here's basically where we're at with this. This is head and shoulders much better than what they currently have out there. So there's really no question as to whether or not the quality is justifiable as like an improvement over what they currently have. What we're up against, based on the couple of meetings I did have, is the fact that as far as like to make this a profitable venture for us, we're stuck between a rock and a hard place. They're currently paying approximately $25 per car to have a company who's not only taking photos, putting together these video slideshows, they're also doing inventory management, they're also printing out window stickers, the whole 9 yards, for 25 bucks a car. Now, what we were originally looking at was somewhere in the ballpark of like $250 a car on the low end of what we were willing to go. And after talking to this guy, I realized
$250?
that's kind of where we were at. Now, after a little bit of finagling and trying to figure out where we can get this, where okay, we could still barely pull some type of profit off on it and make it somewhat competitive, we were able to figure out that we can maybe do it for about $100 a car. We're talking $100 a car out the door, the shoot, the editing, the voiceover, the whole 9 yards. What I think I need to do in order to potentially sell this to a dealership would be the idea that, look, we realize this, you're not going to want to do every single one of your cars, especially if you've already got somebody doing it at 25 bucks a pop. However, if you look at this as a promotional tool, where even if you only had, say, a handful of cars that you were doing for an entire auto group, the ones that really stand out, the ones that you really want to kind of push, and also look at it as each one of these is sort of like a 30-second or minute-long advertisement for your dealership, now suddenly it becomes much more feasible and potentially attractive for them to say, you know what, we'll pay $100 a car, we'll call you out once a month, here's like 10 cars, do these 10, we'll pay this much, put one of these videos together for us. First, just try to keep it local, get started, maybe just get one auto group under our belts where they're willing to work with us, and just kind of see where it goes from there.
It's not just a matter of like them spending money, I also see it as them like having to take this new venture on, where it's like kind of like a decision that they're probably just like, it's a lot easier just to say.
However, we would have to make it in a way where it's actually worth it for us at $100 a car. So hey, we'll do it $100 a car, but once a month to start off with, you need to give us 10 cars to shoot in a day, or 10 cars to shoot over the course of 2 days. We need to be open on a rain date. If it's raining, we need to be able to schedule on the very next sunny day or nice day that we have to work with. And that's gonna have to kind of be how it is. Like, I don't think it'd be worth it for us if we're looking at less than $1,000 to get in there and do the shoot. Like, once we're already there and we're already cranking, we're going through it, we can potentially get through the shoot of 10 cars, figure half an hour, per car. We could probably do it in about, 5 hours and get through 10 cars realistically in a day. And then basically bring it right back to the studio, get cranking on the editing, get the voiceover lady to come in and get it out, and we can have like a 48-hour turnaround time. Within 48 hours, we have finished videos ready for you to go. You can upload them. If you want us to upload them, we can take that, and we can also have a dedicated YouTube channel that just basically promotes all the different auto groups, all the different cars, and we just leave them up. If they sell, we just put a sold at the bottom. We don't take them down. So this is almost like permanent advertising that they get to keep on their websites, and on the YouTube channel for forever, until the rapture comes this Saturday and it's all over.
Are we going to take a hit on the quality though of the shoot if we do it that quick?
I think
no jib, no steady cam,
Right.
just like 7D or whatever is easiest with card.
Yeah.
Right through.
Ideally steady cam so that we can get some nice moving shots without getting any kind of wobble going through it. But if they want to get really extravagant, look, the other thing too is if we can get in with these auto groups, then we could potentially be the production company that they're eyeballing for their next advertisement, and that's where we can really make the big money from them.
I think we just got to get our feet wet and
Right.
get it in there, and as long as you don't promise it for the rest of our lives at that price.
I actually have a potential connection with a office in Hackensack, a Weichert office. If I could go to them, talk to them, tell them about what we do, same kind of idea, instead of doing cars, now we're going in and we're doing houses. And potentially, these people have even more money that they could put in. Because, okay, we're doing a house now, this house is like a big ticket item, 250 grand. I think you guys have like 500 to $1,000 or whatever. Once, whenever we figure out the pricing based on what it's going to take from us to put something like that together. How much personnel? What's the editing going to take? How big is the house? What do we have to do? What kind of a skeleton script where we could just plug in square footage, this, that, and the other thing. To make it easy, this isn't high art, we're just trying to do a job as good as we can and try to, this isn't your average Joe with the iPhone coming in, shooting a house and being like, this is what we got, but we also don't want to put all, like our blood, sweat, and tears into this thing. It's just, it's B&B right here, it's bread and butter, that's what we're trying to do. And the other that I actually have a pretty good connection with is commercial real estate. And when I say commercial real estate, specifically, I'm thinking about targeting And the reason why I say that is because I've actually had a pretty good rapport going with it. Like, I don't know if he's the CEO or the president, but he's like one of the big wigs at the company. And he was even like talking about me going over there and like working for him because I do have my real estate license. I sold him his car, his company car, when I was working at Infinity. Had a really good rapport going. I think if I could go in there and explain to him what we're doing, we could go in and be doing like commercial real estate, you know, going and doing warehouses or whatever. And you know, if you're a potential buyer like in China, you know, you're trying to get a storefront here in the US, wouldn't it be easier for you to just pop on a video and just, you know, hey, I got 10 options for places. That's the one I want to check out. All right, why am I going to fly out to like Jersey and then go to Texas and then go to LA when I could look at it and be like, you know what, I'm just going to go to like Jersey.